What's going on, y'all? I'm glad I got to this. So, by the way, Gamestuh is trying to show what he showed off of Gears, right? I'm just going to react for y'all just to do this. But the funny thing is that what I asked him is to show his seriously achievement. He doesn't have it. And they started hating. There's some people dancing around it. The smartest guy came in, and by the way, I'm gonna make him a highlight. Gears of War came out in late '06, and you already killed 10,000 people in 2007. You were locked in. With stats like that, I could see you being number one in the world. I said I was number one in Gears 2, not 1, but I was in the top 100 in Gears 1. Warzone. Oh yeah, we did that. And I played against a player who was actually number one over all of them. You wanna know what his name was? And I find it funny. Let's see if you know this guy, because if you were around in the Gears of War days, you would know him. His name was Terry 15. Nobody was messing with that dude. His team was ill. That's the team that will beat my team. But they played religiously all day, every day team. So on my team, I only had one good person that I knew could be with me. But we were so good enough with me having hosts, or sometimes him having hosts, we'd beat anybody. And I had two other good people as well, but they weren't always on. But when I went against his team, yeah, them dudes were the real deal. Like, they definitely beat us, but it wasn't no blowout or anything. But what I find funny is that, like he said, that's very clear. So if somebody sees an achievement, sometimes you can tell by, because somebody unlocked this, that says a lot. Like if you beat Destiny on hard mode rating, it's at 0.3%. And you show that to somebody, but they're saying they're good at Destiny, and they don't have that achievement, it's like, I can't take you serious, because once again, you're trying to downplay my achievements and my proof because you're mad because you don't have it and you can't show it. All this is going to do is just show me that, once again, you were dancing around the truth. That's all you do, bro. I've had so many people come in my channel and tell me that you were full of crap. All you do is start up stuff to block you and don't even waste time. You're just going to overfarm off of people even when you're wrong. You'll never correct yourself, and that's all you do, and you're not to be taken serious. You have been making up stuff about people. If you put people's parents or something online, I've heard all types of stories recently about you where I'm like, okay, now that I realize this, okay, that makes sense. So you have no credibility from what I've been hearing about you. Everything has been terrible. And from what you've been showing me, you still have yet to correct yourself. And you still keep going. As if like you did nothing wrong. This is the type of behavior I'm talking about. So let's get back over here, though. This dude showed off his stuff, right? This dude has 14,600 kills on Gears 1, but he has 11,000 deaths. He don't even have a 1.3 KD. Who are you to think you were in my league? Boy, this dude won 1,500 matches, but lost 2,200. This guy's a loser. What the fuck? No wonder why my gut feeling was telling me this guy's nothing but a trash talker. Don't pay attention to him. He's talking about he's all good in this, bro. You suck. What? Props for showing that, though. I respect you for that. But all this stuff you were talking, dude, you are barely like 1.2 KD. You are in the negative. You don't win any matches. You said all this stuff you talk. Look at this dude's stats. That shit is trash. I thought I was gonna be talking to somebody that was like superstar status. Oh my god, dude. No, like I said, no wonder. No, bro, you are not in my league. You are out your damn mind. Oh god, get out of here with that shit. I thought you were gonna be like at least like 1.7 or something, 1.8, 2.0 KD, and be a winner that wins mostly. You lost most of your damn matches. You've seen lost on your screen a lot. I'm seeing victories.
Before we start this video, I like to say that I wasn't going to touch upon this subject until...
Me neither. I thought we were done here, but apparently you have to keep replying, because it makes sense when I look at your channel. It doesn't make sense when you look at mine. I say we were done, but no, you want to reply, Bo, because it's you that wants to continue. You're not getting your way. You were wrong, because when you win on something, it's like, damn, this dude's hitting bullseye, bullseye, bullseye. He's got so many points on him, you know what I mean? But you assumed way too much, and you just wrong, bro. You're throwing air balls. You see what I mean? You're doing worse than LeBron. At least he shoots bricks. You're shooting air balls, bro. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? All those assumptions, you could have just stuck to the video games. All that stuff you assumed was all wrong. Still in coach, he's a thief, he's all this and that. And then about the calling you an Xbox fanboy, every time I do that, I find it funny. Your people come in and defend you and say, but he plays on this and that. Yet, your hypocritical standard that you just projected, I'm on my PC right now. I've been playing PC gaming. I've been doing Xbox content, covering Xbox content. I did PlayStation content. I have a PlayStation 5 right here. You know what I mean? And 56 platinums on my PlayStation. A PlayStation controller right here. You know what I mean? I've done this multiple times. My Xbox controller right here. But yeah, it's okay to call me a Nintendo fanboy. But when I call you an Xbox fanboy, because it shows on your page, which is pretty obvious. Everybody knows this. A lot of people come to me saying it too. You're an Xbox fanboy. You're just pretending. Yeah, I find it funny that I'm a Nintendo fanboy and that's applied to me, but let's over defend him, right? because he plays on multiple platforms. But yeah, I'm doing this live in front of people consistently. All these games I play. It's like you can go to some of my channel. I had PlayStation Live there. That was the first live games I've done. You know what I mean? So yeah, dude, it's weird that you did all this bragging like you're all this and that, but your stats are mediocre.
AGN decided to make a response on. I already posted something on my community tab about this as to how I'm gonna stop making videos on this dude. But yeah,
please
he wants
do
to still keep going on with this. So let's see.
Because I'm telling you, I will drive you crazy. I will not back down. I will keep going. I will not lose. I will get in your head. But it doesn't have to be this way, bro. You could just move on and overfarm all those other people, bro. And when Gears of War Reloaded comes out, come around. You hear what I just said? That's what I care about. And stop saying that it's the same as the other. And it's not. You can't do 120 frames. None of that in there, bro. You see, come on, man. Like I said, bro, I will respect when people start being genuine. You know damn well that Gears of War is not the same as Reloaded coming out. That's a more updated version. I'm going to find out myself, because what people have been telling me too, there's no way. No, 120 frames per second feels way better. The Series S had no 120 frames per second, and none of that upscaling going on for that version we talked about right here, Gears of War Ultimate Edition on Game Pass. Nobody was playing it. Nobody plays this game. But you're sitting over here making a big deal about a game that nobody plays. The population is dead. It's only coming back because the PlayStation is coming around the corner. And it's supposed to be about ponies. And I was calling out. I said, ponies, let's go. When Gears of War Reloaded comes out, I've been calling people out for this. And you're just going to be another person that gets in my way. Just like those people back then that I beat and got out of my way. You know what I mean? It's no big deal. There's thousands of people like you in the world. Actually, maybe 1 million plus more. But not in this world anymore, because it used to be popular, but it's not like that. Who plays Gears? Bro, I guarantee you not even 10,000 people are on Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Maybe not even 1,000. How about you get up to date with something more competitive, like up right now, you know what I mean, that maybe we all may be into. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's fun for me to get up and want to probably get on my Switch 2 right now, or my PC. I don't see a reason to want to go to something old like this. Like, it's dumb, and I'm tired of explaining myself like I'm wrong. Or I said, we're never playing Gears of War Reloaded. I'm not never playing Gears of War. No, I said, we can play it when it comes out. Dude, it's a 1 month. You know how fast time flies? It's not that big of a deal. And you better be good at team battles, because that's the real deal. Nobody designed a game for one person to be in a room and next to another person. That's not reality. Reality is when you're really good at the top, it's your team versus all these other teams. I've read some of this video. You said you did MLG or you did game battles. I don't believe you, bro, because you said it was hard for you. It was not hard for me. I was bodying dudes. 2.8 KD, like I said. My number will be consistent because I remember it. I wasn't a 1.2, 1.3. And I never said it was easy either. I told you that shit was tough. You go back to rank, it feels like a huge boulder is taken off. Just even regular ranked. And outside of ranked is regular people just playing in player matches. Those people ain't as good, because in rank you're thinking about your stats. Dude's talking about, oh, you could glitch out of the map. Dude, man, shut up, dude. Hey, dude, you ain't getting 10,000 kills in Gears of War ranked match in a year unless you a fucking savage. That says ranked only. I ain't do no player matches, straight ranked only, because people that got balls going ranked. You ain't showed me no ranked achievement. Where is your seriously achievement? I scrolled through this video and I don't see it. You didn't show me anything. Then this dude talking about you could farm whatever. And Gears 2 you can, yeah. But in Gears 1 you cannot do that. That's why I said ranked match only. It does not say that for the Gears 2, seriously. So let's stop playing these games over here and let's stop dancing around my achievements, which you know are great. Because if it was so easy and all that, then why is it still 1% almost 20 damn years later? If it's so easy, where's your seriously? Where's it at? I find it funny. All these people talking, you don't have it. Of course you don't. You just talking. But where is your seriously achievement? Where's your 2.0? Like I said, show me it. All you showing me is these little measly ass mediocre stats. Like I said, I respect you for at least showing that, even though they're not impressive. But you would have not been able to get on my team back then, because those people that were all 2.0 KDs. I'm just keeping it real with you. I'm telling you exactly what happened back then. Right now, don't nobody play that game. That's what I'm saying. You over here trying to over gas up on an old ass game on Xbox that has nobody playing it. Like it's that big and serious. You're doing that all to yourself. I don't care about that because that seems boring to me. Reloaded sounds somewhat interesting to me. E-Day, possibly. But for you to think that I owe you something, like what the hell do I need to worry about with you? Bro, you have a 1.2 KD. That shit is making me laugh. I'm sorry, man, but I kind of find it funny. I cannot wait to play Gears of War Reloaded with you. You better be carrying your weight, because if I play a lot, you're going to realize AGN don't be playing no games. And if I fuck up, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not going to guarantee nobody that I'll be playing in my glory like I did back then. I don't know that. We're going to find out when I get on the game. But I do know that I can't wait to smoke some ponies too, because that's going to also be pretty funny. But let's continue a little bit. This is funny to me. I can't believe this dude's stats are like that, and he's not showing me his achievement. So you don't have it. You're a no-show. Okay, that's what I thought.
See what dude is saying.
This is nuts. So here's War Ultimate Edition. This is the only time I've ever touched it. And like I told you, I didn't like it.
You do understand that Gears of War Reloaded and Ultimate Edition is the same exact game.
No, it's not. You're going to get a free update for the next gen upgrade to go into Reloaded. If you own it, you get the upgrade for free. If it was the same game, there would be no need for an upgrade. Dude, stop, man. Just seriously. This type of stuff is what I mean. Like, why?
So if you didn't like Gears of War Ultimate Edition, then more than likely you're not going to like Reloaded. I play it. It's the same thing as the beta. So just
I'm gonna hold you to that when I try it next month. Please be around. I want you to still be around. You hear me? I don't want you to go away. Just so I can remember what you said. Because I know what this was like. I mainly wanted to get out of it for the campaign because like nobody's playing multiplayer. Shit's dead. I was sitting there in the lobby all day. Man, nobody showed up. I'm like, man, I went to use the restroom, came back, bro. It's been 10, 15 minutes. Ghost. Ain't nobody in there. And don't nobody play that. That's what I mean. It's not the same as it was before. Back then, it was like really alive. You know what I mean? After Unreal Tournament was blowing up too. We used to play a lot of Unreal Tournament, Quake 3. You know what I mean? It was going down back then. Like very competitive. It's different now. Like I don't like the competitive shooter scene compared to what it used to be. It's not the same. I don't like the battle royale and all that stuff. I preferred the team death matches and, you know, stuff like that, being on teams and doing stuff like that, not like 100 people and all that. I mean, I see people like it, but I don't know. I'm not a Fortnite guy, none of that type of stuff. I don't like any of that stuff.
Just go as far to say that. Maybe that's why you don't want to play me in UE.
I don't have a problem playing you, bro. Like I said, when Reloaded comes out, you're going to realize we could play every damn day if you want to, if you're good enough. You know what I mean? No, I'm not going to be an asshole. I don't really care. It's not like back then. I don't have anything to protect, bro. I don't have a status like I used to. That's why I said, to me, all this, I think people are taking it too serious. Bro, it's not that big of a deal. Like I said, when Reloaded comes out, still got that Game Pass. Have not used it. Have not said anything. And I saw all your messages in your clips, like I said. I just didn't say anything, but I've seen it. If I get on next time, I'll say something to you. If you want to send me a party invite, send me a party invite. See, I will join. It's no problem. I don't see why it's a problem to join your party. You know what I mean? Or you can join mine. If Jeff and all of them are on too, we can all get in the same party. I don't care. But if I really was pissed off at you, bro, trust me, I would not reply to you. I would have blocked you and I would have kept on going. Because of that bullshit. I don't like people trying to assassinate my character. It's a very big thing. I take that biblical like this. A very, you know, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You don't back gossip and try to assassinate a man's character. Like I follow that principle is very serious. Other people may not, but that's you getting to know like AGN. Like I said, man, I take that very serious. That it's different from gaming, but once again, like I said, it still happened though, so I had to reply to it. Now that though, Gamestuh, I don't hate you, bro. I don't got no real problem with you. I don't have a problem with the Xbox community. I will still make good content. If good games come out, I'm still going to do it. I'm not abandoning no Xbox. You're not going to see me just make a bunch of videos like I did with the ponies and dump it on Microsoft. No, you're seeing me do that now because it's wrong what they're doing. This layoff shit. Let's be real, man. It's unnecessary. This dude's like, well, it's not affecting you. See, you're doing it again. But when Sony does it, I've seen people comment that literally we're trashing them. But when Microsoft does it, why are you making that comment, bro? Don't be a hypocrite, bro. Don't let a corporation make you a hypocrite. Just so you can try to defend it. Everybody knows that it's wrong. You're just going to be the hypocrite defending the corporation wrongly. In reality, that's what it looks like in the spirit. It's like, see, you're defending the company that's dumping on you, that doesn't care about you, that looks at you as a number. You're attacking the person that's sitting here entertaining with you every single day, doing all these videos, you know what I mean? But nobody attacks Microsoft. This is where I feel like, bro, that is puppet mastery at its finest. That's just crazy. And watch, if Nintendo messes up, you're gonna see me cover them. But I'm telling you, all this stuff is stuff's like, I guarantee you that'll get fixed because we can go to the Xbox launch. PlayStation 5 was outperforming at every damn game. And it was like, why is Sony winning by 15 to 20%? You know what I mean? And then here comes the hypocrites at the Nintendo launch. Oh, I'm looking for this little problem. Dude, every console has problems at launch. That's the point of firmware updates over the years, so that it can get better. And there's a little measly E card, and then all this stuff I see, I'm like, see, this is all petty stuff that can literally be fixed, no problem. Besides maybe the key card situation, which I hate key cards. I know I said I don't want to talk about that, but I will say I hate key cards. What's the point? I just buy digital then and save my gas. Why do you do all that to put that in there? That's stupid to me. And the third-party developers can choose to do it or not. Why did CD Projekt do it, and why it's marvelous? Marvelous. The people who made Daemon X Machina, they have nowhere near the money that Sega has, or Square or Capcom, but all of them chose not to do it because they didn't want to. You think they can't come to Nintendo and say, hey, we can negotiate. Hook us up on some of those cards. I want to be pro-consumer. They didn't, though. Sega's even done some stuff where it's like, damn, you couldn't even get the upgrade. They made you rebuy the game again. That has nothing to do with Nintendo. That's Sega. You see what I mean? Now, if they started not preserving physical, I'm slamming them because they're the only one left that can do it, and everybody relies on them to do that. But I know the industry is pushing it in every way imaginable to do that, but they're still preserving it. So the fact that they don't get credit for that blows my mind. And then you have people being fake about the day one patches, saying you need to have your Switch online to play Switch 2 games. What happened with that? Nobody corrected that. This is what I mean. I'm watching certain communities and people that I do like, but I'm like, why didn't you correct yourself and come out and fix that? Why don't you ever say anything positive? So I'm like, okay, well then here we go again. Balancer, like I said, equalizer, like an Xbox. Okay, I'm going to do positive content because you're not doing it. And people need to know about both sides. So if you're doing that, I'm going to do this. And if there's something so bad, I will cover it. To me, it's all about equilibrium. I've been dumping on a PlayStation brand now for 6 months. So the human aspect of me is saying they're still human beings. So sometimes I can make positive PlayStation content if I like it. I'm putting up certain contents and I'm seeing people not like it because it's not Xbox. And now I can't make a video about Death Stranding. They didn't like that. There were some negatives on that, by the way. And when I'm looking at the stats. But it's Kojima. And it is 90. It's going to get Game of the Year contender. Yeah, I'm trying to say, where's my fanboy stuff at? And we all know that seeing Kojima get a 90 meta and the Game Awards and Sony and Geoff Keighley, do you seriously think that's not going to happen? Oh, it's going to be in there. I just hope it's not a snub. Because I think Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is going to be higher than Death Stranding. I think that game could be like a 92 to 95 and end up being Game of the Year, if not Claire. And I would not care who won it out of those two. But we still got more games coming around the corner. You never know. Because I feel like Claire was such a phenomenal game. I beat that game. Donkey Kong looks phenomenal. It's the mainline Mario team, Mario Odyssey team that always gets 95, 97 meta. So, yeah, that game is going to be Game of the Year contender without a doubt. Along with, like I said, Claire, Death Stranding, Ghost of Yotei, we got to see more about it. I don't know. But we still got other games to come out. So there's still room for other games to be Game of the Year contenders. But just not getting too far off topic, like these are the things you see in my channel when I start covering. And then when I said something negative about Microsoft, to them, they think that's negative when really I'm attacking anti-consumer behavior. What's negative to me is them coming to defend it. Does that make sense? You defending the $1 trillion corporation? And not being able to accept the truth that I pointed out, I didn't do the behavior they did. So who's the one that's actually being negative? In reality, you're being looked at as the sellout. Because you're defending a corporation and attacking a content creator. That's been cool with you coming down talking to you. They're not saying anything to you. They don't talk to you. They just want to take your money. I'm not doing that. So my thing is that I would like for you guys to prove how I'm a Nintendo fanboy, but yet I game on all these other platforms. I have all that gamer score, right? I've played on 360 all the way back to original Xbox. I've always owned all consoles. But you say he's not an Xbox fanboy, but yet his content shows differently. Nothing against Microsoft. And he decided to get on PS5 now, which he says he wants to play Gears on PS5 and he plays on those two, right? But I have more devices than he does. So that's why I said that to me is hypocritical. And remember that time in that video I said, see this hypocrisy. This is what I mean again. I don't want to waste my time with this hypocrisy because all this is double standard hypocrisy. Now, if you go on my channel and take a look at my other video that I had recently made, by the way, it was exposing the stuff that Nintendo did. And I did the video, but I find it funny that I did. Look, Nintendo Switch 2 screen HDR has display issues, such as you're trying to just about to hit 1,000 views. So how did I not? Nintendo Switch 2 backwards compatibility tested. It's amazing. Like PlayStation 5 and Xbox, and that's what Digital Foundry also had said themselves. And then there were some negatives in here as well, and I highlighted that. Let's keep going down here though, because I don't do that, right? And this is what I find funny. Like I expose so much of Sony here, it's not even funny, but I find it funny. One video, and y'all still acting like this. Said self-reflection is important. Gives World Drama, I did that right there. So let's keep going down here. Then I did this about Nadalia, which I was right. And then there comes more layouts after that. We're going to keep going down. Let's go down the Nintendo Switch 2, right? Dreamcast guy doing stuff on Nintendo Switch 2. Let's keep going down. You guys are seeing all my content, right? Oh, that means you've been supported by me to do that. I could have just been doing other things, right? So we're gonna go all the way down to where this stuff started. I just want you guys to think about this. There goes another Gears of War video that I did. All this. You barely see any Nintendo content, right? I don't say much about them. We're almost getting there. That was just Nintendo Switch 2 might get a price drop, says a leaker. The price spam worried them. Let's talk, because we're talking about stuff like that. I was covering stuff in there. We were talking about the $80 not agreeing with it, none of that. Nintendo Switch 2 price will not go up after Trump pauses tariffs. First party game keys debunked it, because that's what I said, people making up stuff. I was right about that, but I was being attacked for that. Yeah, they never fixed themselves. Nintendo Switch 2 versus Series X, Harry Potter. PlayStation lower MBG says Nintendo Switch 2 $80 price tag is expected. I'm just showing you anything I did with Nintendo. Let's go to it. Nintendo Switch 2, President Bowser says Switch 2 Mario Kart $79.99 is justified, question mark. I didn't put no exclamation point there, and I covered that. Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders delayed in USA due to Trump tariffs, or Xbox and PlayStation adjust. Nintendo Switch 2 game prices get attacked at Treehouse. Yells to drop the price. Interesting, right? But yet, I don't see anything with you doing that against Microsoft. Guys, every video you show me, tell me AGN ain't being real, proving what he said. I covered stuff about them when that was going on. It's mind-blowing, isn't it? Nintendo Switch 2 has an Xbox and game share future coming soon called Virtual Game Card. All this has just been support for the Xbox. Slam it down, PlayStation. It's funny, I can't get any support for something outside of that, but I come to support you. See, it's just telling me a lot about what I see. I've already seen it all, though, so yeah, I know what I know. But after this, yeah, there's nothing to really talk about. See? So, yeah. What happened?
Maybe that could be the reason, but still, it's the same exact game. How do you not like it? It's a remaster of the game.
I don't that jaggy old stuff. I don't want to play that anymore, bro. My mind is kind of like past that. There's people tell you I just don't want to play that old stuff. I wouldn't want to go play like PS3 stuff. You know what I mean? I don't want to unless I like up to date it. Because I got burnt out of the shooter competition world. It became bland to me when they all did that battle royale and all that other stuff. I'm like, I'm done. So just want to play a lot of JRPGs and a lot of other great video games. And if a shooter is good, I'll get on it. But man, it has to be really good today because like. Yeah, it's just not the same as it used to be back then. I liked them way better back then.
Game that you said you played back in the days.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Like, I'm like, You know what I mean? There was nobody on. It was like...
No, that's not true because you could still find people on that game to this day.
Dude, when I tried it in that time, that shit was dead. That's only because people are coming back because they know Reloader's around the corner. So now I could probably see a couple people coming in. But during that time, dude... That's when I was playing Sea of Thieves when that first came out. I had barely got on the Xbox during that time to get back on it. You could see the ship from the 360 right there. That's what that was years ago. Like I said, nobody was playing it. I was in a damn lobby all day. Nobody showed up.
Even with the Gears of War Reloaded beta going on.
Yeah, it was 2 days, bro. That shit's gone. That was laggy. Yeah, so that's the only time I ever touched that. Now, original, look at this. So we can go all the way back. So we can shed his dumb ass up. Gears of War 1, why would I lie about things, right? So I want you guys to think about this, right? I beat the game on insane difficulty. So you know how hard insane difficulty is too, right? So if somebody showed you that, I was like, oh yeah, you know, dude, that's not easy to do. You know what I mean? But there's gonna be people that want to downplay stuff. That's why when you look at this, you're gonna see, look at this right here. 0.9% of gamers unlock that. This is Annex. Complete 100 multiplayer matches of 3+ rounds in Annex and capture 3 points. I was savage in Annex. How only 1%? Where the rest at? Why did I play 100 matches in Annex? I'm telling you, I was one of the dudes that were always there, hardcore, doing everything. See all that. This was all back in 2008. So what we're going to go to is something that we're going to ask him to show. And boy, you better have it ready. Yeah, only 1% of people in the entire gaming community of Gears history, have only killed 10,000 people in versus ranked match. It didn't say normal. It said ranked. You can't cheat that because it's ranked. That said 2007. Gears came out in 2006. I had killed 10,000 people in under a year. Boy. Come on, man. This is what I'm saying. Are you not doing? You didn't get it, did you? Look at that. Let me help you out. Gears of War 1. Right? That was the Ultimate Edition. That came out in 2015, by the way. That's almost 10 years ago. You telling me that game coming out is the same? Dude, stop with the bullshit. That's why I wanted to do this. Now, let's go to Gears of War for 360. November 7th, 2006. I'm helping you out here, bro. December, January, February, March, April. 5 months, I killed 10,000 people. And all the time has passed since 2007 all the way to 2025. And only 1% of people have managed to do that in ranked match. And I did it in 6 months. If I still see something dancing around this after this is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, AGN was savage. He's one of the highest killers in the world. That means that you were destroying people. This dude is a killer. You know what I mean? Like, he's OG, but he's destroying people. Yeah, I was, because that's what that is. Kill 100 enemies in ranked match with the hammer of dime. Kill 100 ranked match. All this is ranked match. Why is it so low? Because these dudes suck with these weapons. They're sitting over there just using one weapon. I'm wall bouncing. Every weapon I pick up, I'm dominating. But where are you guys' stats at? Because you didn't play ranked. You know how that feeling is, right, y'all, when you get on the game and you don't play ranked? It's because they're scared. But AGM wasn't scared, wasn't he? Where your ranked stats at? Come on, man. We took a look at his stats at the beginning of the video. And I'm not trying to make fun of you, bro. I'm just saying, you're the one that did this. You're doing this to yourself. All you had to do was give me props and realize, yeah, you know what? Damn, Gears came out in 2000. How the hell he get 10,000 kills that fast? This dude must have been destroying people. Of course I was.
Ready. Oh, I do have it. This means absolutely nothing. What are you talking about, bro? I have destroyed people.
See? It doesn't mean anything because he doesn't have it. This is what I mean, y'all. There's no integrity and honor and respect to this certain degree to where it's like, I see this and I only see the percentage, but I can't give props to him. And I just showed you how serious that was too. Oh yeah, seriously serious. Yeah. Like I said, that's why a lot of people, when they seen this, are like, yeah, this guy here, he has it. That's the real deal. Everybody in the Gears 1 community that played knows that people that have this are fucking respected big time. This is rare. Like, everybody knows this. And I have it on Gears 2 as well. So I have to keep making these long videos, and because I've seen all this, so I was just covering that. So he's going across over here, by the way. Let's just go over here. 753 ranking, right now, because nobody plays this game anymore, right? Whatever this is, I don't know what this is. This is like, what, Gears 3 or something? What is this? I need to see what he's doing.
14,000 kills, but my achievement seriously glitched. Unfortunately, I be getting this all the time. See,
his achievement glitched. I don't know. Maybe it did, but yeah, then he would have it if that was true. I'm just saying he would if, but that's kind of odd that his achievement glitched. I don't know, y'all. Like I said, I can't clarify that, so I'm not going to assume. Because maybe that's possible. But the thing is that my stats, if I can still get out and pull up my old stats, I'm going to do that. As a matter of fact, after this, if that happens, I'll make another video for y'all just to show you guys something. All right, I don't mind doing that. But you guys have seen everything here. Like, your stats are not impressive, bro. And I think anybody that watched this will say the same thing. I thought you were going to come brag to me with like some golden stats. Like, damn, like I said, at least like a 1.7 or 1.8. And at least win more than you lose. So what are you then? Yeah, I was right. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.